The reality is stranger than fiction. It is a sentence which is very true. Sometimes there are some events which don't have any explanation or reason to be. Because of this, we have a list of 3 stranger events that happened in our community, Alfa Fundación. Get ready for this top called 3 Mysterious Mysteries which happened in Alfa. Number 3.
Exist different versions about this event, but the most complete will be present below. It starts when a security staff went to the bathroom. It was in a common Friday, when almost all the students come back to their houses. Their security personnel was checking the installation, and suddenly he heard steps like a person walking inside the bathroom, but nobody were in there. He thought it might have been a student who was left by the bus, or that the sound must have been my imagination, because he didn't sleep enough the last day. But he will never know what really that was.
Number 2. At the beginning of 2050, the students from the group 2nd A in Center 3 were in their English classroom. During one of the explanations of the teacher, a student noticed that a little green book was in the joist between the wall and the ceiling. He told to one classmate that the book was there, and that classmate told to other classmate until the whole classroom knew that the book was there. They start asking, "What is that book? How that got there?" Some people thought, a teacher might left it there, a student might have thrown it there, but nobody knew the real answer. One day, the kids informed to the teacher. They wanted to know what the book was. The teacher was intrigued too, so she informed to the cleaning staff and asked them if they could pick up the book and give it to her. The next day, the teacher had an answer, so in the class, she said to her students, "One member of the cleaning staff gave me this," and she showed the little green book. There was actually a little Bible. The whole classroom were surprised about that. They never imagined the book was something like that. Instead of solved doubts, new questions appeared and the mystery could never be solved. Number 1.
Raul Rodriguez is a student of 4th semester. He always tries to do a lot of projects besides his homework. One day, he had a lot of things to do. He could have done his math homework, but he couldn't because of the extra projects. So he decided to arrive early to pass the next day. The high school was alone. The sky was dark yet. Raul went to 832. There weren't anybody in the classroom. He chose the chair which was sitting to the wall opposed to the door. He sent a message to his friend because he needed his help to do his homework, and his friend said that he would be there in 10 minutes. After 5 minutes, Raul heard the door was opening. He thought, it may be my friend, and he kept writing. Raul felt like his friend touched his shoulder quickly. Raul waited his friend to say hi, but he didn't say anything. He turned his head and there weren't anybody. Raul took his phone and called his friend. "Hey, are you around here?" His friend said, "Sorry, I haven't arrived yet. I'll be there in 10 more minutes." He never knew what really happened that day. It may have been my imagination, he thought, but he will never know if it was only his imagination.
If you like this video, I will be grateful if you clap at the end of this video. We are Stranger Mysteries, and we wish you good night.